At the start of my last video, I drank tea. That was nice.
Hello, Bella. Hello. Okay. Tea. Sugar's like important, I guess.
I've had 3 dogs in my dog owning career, and each of them have been from Craig. You know what? I got them online. My brother and I had been wanting, as any other kids, since we were very little, to be responsible enough to own a dog. And, like any other kids, begged and begged and begged until we got what we wanted. Gosh, my parents are so gullible. Or nice, yeah. Probably just nice. After months and months of research by my dad and looking for the perfect, I put quotes on there for a reason, we found a dog. Sorry, I just have to take a quick. One day while my brother and I were at school, my dad went to pick up this dog. He brought it back home and waited for us to arrive on the scene. When we did, we freaked. At least at first. They called him Mikey. He was a small gray, brown, and white Yorkie poo, which is a dog breed combo of a Yorkshire Terrier and a poodle. Take note of the poodle side part. My brother is the kind of person who loves all animals and gets in their faces and shows them all the love he has to offer. Not a good thing with tiny dogs. Tiny dogs tend to, not all could be like this, I'm just talking from my experience. Tiny dogs tend to be really defensive of their territory, hate other dogs, and only stay and interact with the alpha person in the house. Back to my brother giving love. Mikey was not into it. He bit my brother multiple times, and my parents had to interject, but he would just not stop. He made my brother bleed. Yeah. Not nice. Back to the alpha person thing, Mikey stuck like hot glue to my dad. He didn't want anything to do with the rest of the family and myself. While I was writing this, my current dog literally just stuck her head through the door and walked in. Mikey was awful, and we barely were holding on after only having him for 2 months. Well, I mean, my dad was enjoying it. But everyone else, no. What happened next was the final straw. We were with our next door neighbors, and my brother, my neighbor, and I were trying to play with Mikey. We finally found a way for him to follow us. We would throw his ball and then run away really fast. We ran around my old house when Mikey had a sudden burst of energy and jumped onto my neighbor, biting his butt. It was at that time we realized Mikey was not for us. A year passes by with my father still looking for a dog, and just days before Christmas, we come home from the bus and open the door to a beautiful, loving, caring, not at all like Mikey dog. She was all like, and we were all like, oh, woof woof. Bella was a humongous, gray, standard poodle. Now when you think of a poodle, most people, well at least my dad, thought of a toy poodle. I'm not sure how he didn't know from the pictures online, but he thought Bella was a tiny toy poodle. When he got to the previous owner's house, Bella came running out and jumped on him. Then the owner came out and was like,
So you like her?
Yeah, but where's the poodle?
funny story. Oh, and you want to know another great thing? The owners told us she was 4. We went to the vet. She was actually 8. I mean, that didn't matter to us, though it made us a little sad and mad. Mad that the owners lied to us, and sad because it meant we wouldn't be able to have Bella for as long as we might have liked to. On a happier note, Bella was the perfect dog for my family. Right, Bella?
Yeah.
Oh, but the story's not over yet. Earlier, I said I've had 3 dogs in my dog owning career. About a year or so after we got Bella, we thought she looked lonely. Boy, oh boy, were we wrong! My dad again, for the third time, had to decree the internet. This time, we didn't go for the older dogs, instead choosing a beautiful, standard poodle puppy called Cliff. I named him that, by the way. I know, you're welcome. He was a luscious black poodle with spots of golden brown covering his body. But let me tell you, puppies are very difficult to take care of. The first night we had him, he wouldn't stop barking and moaning the entire night. The next morning, he took a poop in our living room. Bella had never gone potty in the house, and so this was a huge surprise to us. This was all fine and stuff, and we might have even kept him had Bella's attitude not suddenly changed. She just went into a state of awful depression. I didn't even know dogs could experience depression until then. She wouldn't do anything. Eat, play, drink. To be honest, this was very selfish of her. But she wanted all of our attention, right, Bella? Yeah, Cliff was a nice experience. But like Mikey, we only ended up having him for a month or so. Oops. Thanks for having the patience with me and sticking through the long wait. We are currently at 25-some thousand subscribers, which is actually mind-blowing. And follow me on Twitter. Oh yeah, you can get a shirt with me on it, which like if you want, I don't know. You can go down below if you want one yourself. I got the Heather Gray crew neck sweatshirt, which there is also a link for down below. And, of course, I want to thank my beautiful dog, Bella, for voicing some parts in this video, and my parents. Any last words, Bella? Interesting. While I was editing this, I realized I was really pale 2 months ago. Wow. Oh, yeah. I'm also planning to do more live streams for the series An Animator's Party. Except, the only difference from last time is I'm going to be having less people and will be uploading the highlights to my second channel. Oh yes, I have a second channel. Click the screen to go there and subscribe for good stuff and go flip some fajibble sploogers.